live. Anyway, I'm back. God didn't take but a few minutes to fix the exhaust problem. There's actually a couple of screws that came off of my exhaust pipe on the way. So I had to bring it up here, and they were actually pretty nice about it. And they fixed it with no problem. No questions asked. They just did what good businesses do. But back to this issue, this situation. So, like I said, man, let me brush this beard down. It's untamed, like me. Untamed. These people think they can tame you and put you in cages and treat you like animals. That's against nature to have things oppressed and locked down or anything like that. But anyway, man, look at this traffic. This is what I'm getting on the highway into. Something happened. And it's like that both ways. At 2:32 in the afternoon. Bumper traffic. People act like they've never driven in South Florida before. But yeah, anyway. Back to what I was saying. Our people are in dire straits when it comes to being targeted by the powers that be. Everybody knows something is wrong, but hardly anybody seems to know which way to turn or what to do when it comes to resolving the issue or resolving the situation. The police killing our youth, killing our elderly, killing our women. And this has been going on, people. My people, let me let you know something. When I say my people, I mean so-called black people, so-called Latinos, so-called Haitians, so-called Indians, so-called Jamaicans, so-called Mexicans, so-called Cubans, all of that. Those are my people. And there are a few tribes that I missed out on, but you guys get the gist of where I'm coming from. You guys are my people. So here's the deal, man. When it comes to resolving the issue, most people don't know what to do. They don't know why we're even being targeted like this. So you can't resolve something if you don't know the cause for it happening. You get what I'm saying? Like if your car just dies on you, just cuts out on you. If you don't know how to find the issue, you can never resolve why that car cut out on you. You will never be able to fix the problem. So you have to diagnose the problem, narrow it down to the issue, why the problem happened, and then when you find out why the problem is occurring, Then you begin to look for solutions on how to fix the issue. Other than that, you can't do, ain't no way you can fix that issue. That issue's gonna be there until you are able to find out why the issue is happening. And that euphemism I made with the car was just an analogy for me to, for the people that need it broken down a little more simply. My brother. Now, when it comes to why the police are killing our people or whatever, and why we as a people are killing one another, and why guns are being dropped in our neighborhoods. For instance, I'm gonna give a quick illustration in Chicago where the train just stopped and the doors opened right in the hood with all these military grade weapons, fully assembled, fully equipped and open. There's nobody guarding this box car where these guns came from. Nobody guarding them. And they're already assembled and ready to go. Now, do that not sound like of an experiment to you? Like, okay, we've already introduced this phase of giving them the poisons in their food, the manganese and all this and such in their waters, the chemicals we needed to drop from the air, the vaccinations we've injected. We've already passed those phases. Now the next phase is we've closed down 50 schools and we've shut down the railway. So let us now go to the next phase and see what happens if we allow these guns to just conveniently just open the doors. Let's see what happens. We already got the pot boiling. It's already tension. We've taken all the jobs. We've already taken all the fathers out of the homes of these young men. And that was admitted to by the Clintons, by the way. We've already did that in the 80s. We've destroyed their lives, their families. And trust me, we were raised on and built on family-oriented households. That's the way we were raised. And still to this day, the most thuggish person, you can find the most thuggish person that would do anything to somebody else. But when it comes to their families, they love their families. They love their families. They'll do anything for their families. So anyway, let's go to the next phase of this operation, this project. And let's see what they do. We've already made the situation, primed the situation for a mega event to happen between these children. So let's see what happens. So they let these guns go get released into the streets, into the cities, the inner cities, the the projects, the hoods, the ghettos, whatever you want to call it in Chicago. Mind you, there are no jobs. There are very little jobs. I mean, very little jobs. There are no schools, no transportation. So you don't have food, you don't have money, you don't have ways to get anywhere. How do you think you would feel in that situation? So what happened? They conducted the experiment and they see, well, this works. This is awesome. This is awesome. Now we can go out and we can do whatever we want to them because they're already a boiling pot of crabs boiling over. And believe me, you can call people crabs in a pot or whatever. You can call our people, black people, crabs in a pot or whatever. Every time one tries to get out, the other one's going to pull them back in. Trust me, I fished a lot in my lifetime. I've caught many a crab in my lifetime. And if you put a crab in a bucket with the rest of the crabs in a regular bucket, they're not getting out. Like, they're not trying to climb out and the other one is pulling the other one down. The reason that the crabs are trying to get out is because the water is hot. These idiots. It's not that the crabs in the pot are jealous of one another or hate one another. It's because the water is hot. That's why they're trying to get out and pulling the other one down, trying to get out. If the water wasn't hot, the crabs wouldn't have no problems sitting, and they live in water around each other all the time. But you put them in a situation where the water is boiling hot, just like you put our people in these situations, in these projects, in these hoods, where the situation is boiling hot. Of course, we're gonna simulate or emulate crabs in a boiling pot of water because you've made our situation a boiling, hot, frying, steaming hot situation. When you take all the jobs out of the hoods, you take them to the suburbs, you take all the schools and you close them. You take the transportation where we can't get to another school if we wanted to because now you close the train. So they have no means of travel because no job. You can't buy a car. You can't eat food without depending on the so-called government to give you the food, which now they're sending you this nasty, supposedly good food in these boxes. Who gave these people the right to make up these laws? Where are these laws coming from? How do they get the right to write laws and stuff? What make them such a great people throughout history that they're the ones who model what life should be like and how laws should be enacted and how we should be? From what I see, they're tearing up the world. They're destroying the world, and it looks like they're destroying it on purpose, and the people in it. So who gave them this authority to do this? If they like to say, well, we are all treated equal, we treat everybody equally. I don't see any black-owned major TV stations. I'm not talking about no Oprah Winfrey on that foolishness where they give one black evil satanic person a lot of money like they did Jay-Z, where they giving them and say, see, you can do this too. If you follow your dreams, if you do what the white man wants you to do, you do what the powers that be want you to do, you can do this as well. Who gave them the right to say we're the people you have to model your lives after, model yourselves after if you want to be successful? Otherwise, we'll make laws against your people because we know your lifestyle, because we created your lifestyle. We indoctrinated you to do everything that you do. So we already know your lifestyle. We'll make laws against everything you try to do, and we will put you in jail for it. We will kidnap you, and we will put you in a cage like an animal. If you don't want to go our way, you're uncivilized. You know, you're unable to be rehabilitated mentally. Something's wrong with you if you don't think the way they think you should think. Who gave them that right? I didn't. But anyway, they do that. And then they'll turn it around and say, you see, these people are savages. Look at how they kill each other. So why do they complain when we kill them? You see how little value they have on your life? You gotta get this, people. Because we still haven't reached we still haven't diagnosed why this is happening yet now. So it's destined to continue to happen until you diagnose the issue, like find out why it's happening, and then get the solution. So if you don't fix your car engine that's tapping, that's ticking and tapping on every time you start it up and drive it, if you don't fix it or find the issue, guess what? It's gonna, every time you drive it, you're gonna hear that same tap, 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 tap. Even though you're driving it. Same thing with us. If you don't find out, or if you don't know why these people are killing our people like that and have us killing each other like that, then guess what? You're still gonna drive that same old car that's tapping, tap, tap, tap. That is still gonna continue to happen until you find the issue and say, oh, my car needs oil in it. That's what will stop it from tapping. And put oil in the car and stop it from tapping. Same thing with the killing of our people. Until you find out, why are they doing this? Why is this happening? Why do they have us doing this to each other? And fix the issue. I don't care how many people talk about it. I don't care how many times people protest about it. I don't care what you do. If you don't find that issue, and trust me, a lot of people don't know, but the issue is simple. It's plain as the nose on your face. It is as clear cut as the nose on your face why this is happening. But we've been indoctrinated as a people so long and so much by these evil, Luciferian, satanic people that we won't even believe the truth if it fell out of a building and landed on us and hit us right on our heads. We wouldn't believe it. If somebody slapped you in the face with the truth, you still would be like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't the reason. Most people do that because they've been indoctrinated and dumbed down so much that they can't even recognize the truth. So they rather stick with the lie. Nah, we need to just get along. We need to just fight for equality, continue to fight to be treated equal, and continue to fight to be accepted by these people. You ever been around somebody that hated you, or you hated I mean truly hated to the point that you couldn't even stand to see them, that person, that multiply that times 1,000, and then you'll be probably a quarter of the way closer to how those people feel about you. You'll be a quarter of the way closer to how those people feel about you. I'm telling you. So why would you try to that? The key to this is we need to accept it by everybody. This and that, and um, we want equal rights and equality, and we want to get along, live in harmony. No, that's foolishness. That's not what the problem is. So what our problem is we know who we are. They do know who we are, right? They know their history, but they'll only give you 400 years of 100 years and say, okay, you were slaves, you were freed, but you were never freed. You're still in a slave simulated matrix, so to speak. You're still in that slave state. They just took you off the plantation and put you in a project, or put you in we won't call it plantation anymore. We'll call it states or whatever. So take back 400 years for history, in their history, because it's his story. It's not real history. It's his story, which they've told you since your very existence. Their story, their side of the story, not the truth, because they don't know how to tell the truth. They're compulsive liars. So the truth isn't in them. They follow Lucifer. Their alliance is with. So why would they tell you any type of truth? They won't. They'll tell you a lie and make you believe it's the truth. So here we are, a solution from a liar that has been lying to us since our very existence, since they first laid eyes on us. Since they first laid eyes on us. And we want to be treated equal and be able to get along with them. I just want them to accept us as people, as human beings, the way they are. No, I don't want to be nothing like them. I don't want to be nothing like those people at all. I don't want to be treated equally as them. I don't want to be recognized that they're equal, because I'm not. I'm greater than that. The Most High told me that I was His people. I'm, I'm way better than that. So why would I accept a lower position for myself than who I've been told that I was? I was the chosen. I was the greatest, God's chosen people. So why would I let them tell me why would I say I want to be equal to them? I don't want to be equal to them. I don't want to be accepted by them. They don't have to accept me. Um, and the reason, like I said, the reason you're being killed and made to kill each other the way they've done, it just look at the big picture. Like, I'm gonna do a video just all the way to the end. It may be a long video, but it's gonna be a video all the way through from the beginning to the end, so people can understand clearly, because a lot of people don't get it. Like, and I understand that they're asleep and they haven't been, the alarm clock hasn't gone off yet. They haven't been awakened yet, but it's frustrating and overwhelming at times to try to get through to people that you know are going in the wrong direction. Like, you know they're going in the wrong direction, and you're trying your best to get through to them, and they're pulling against you as much as they can. Like, they're fighting you tooth and nail, kicking, biting, and scratching. It's frustrating. It's like, why even try to help these people? Why did the Most High even waste His time on us? Like, these people, they want to be where they are, but I know that's not the truth. That's not the case. So this is why I make videos about this. I don't get a lot of views. I'm not the most, well-spoken person. I don't know what it is. I don't get a lot of views. I'm not the hip. I'm not talking about the end stuff, like the music that these rappers are making, or the new songs out, or the worldly stuff, the satanic stuff, the Luciferian stuff that's killing us, because that's another thing through the music. That's part of the experiment too now. And it's not an experiment anymore. It's now what they're doing. It's a part of their science to destroy us. It's documented. They said that they would destroy us through our music. And trust me, they're doing it. They have a lot of ways that they're utilizing to destroy us and cause us to turn against one another. If you listen at our rap music, there's not, I guarantee you, you won't find 5 songs in the history of our rap culture, our rap music, which they've poisoned, by the way, that you won't find 5 songs that will say anything about shooting or killing a white man. You won't find 5 songs, but I can guarantee you that you will find over 5,000 songs that will say more than not only shooting and killing, but shooting and killing his mother, shooting and raping his and killing his whole family, um, raping his wife or his girlfriend, or sleeping with this B or this whore. You will find songs like that on a regular basis. And these songs are distributed and put out there by the quote-unquote Jewish people, the so-called people of God. These are the so-called people of God. They call them the Jews, right? The white people with the yarmulkes they wear and all of this and that. The ones that own the record labels, the major labels and stuff. They call them the Jews, so they're the so-called Jews who are the so-called people of God. So if they're that people and they with this kind of these kinds of messages on the records, the CDs, why would they allow these songs to be made and played and distributed by their labels, by their record companies, Columbia, Sony, all of those major labels? Why would they allow these are the people of God now. The same God in the Bible that says one of the commandments are thou shalt not kill. The first commandment is thou shalt have no other gods before me. Why do they have these people, these rappers, these singers, doing all of these Luciferian satanic symbols and signs on the record label, on the videos, not the record label, on the videos, and all these sayings in their records, like blaspheming against the Most High, blaspheming against the Holy Spirit, blaspheming against Christ? Why would they have these people? These are the people of God, right? These are these are God's people, his chosen, like the chosen people. Why would they have them doing that? Why would they say, nah, we don't, why won't they say we don't do things like that? We don't listen to music like that. We won't put out those types of messages where you're rapping about killing other people. Like we're not gonna put that out. I'll tell you why. Because it's purposely done. They encourage that type of behavior. They encourage that lyricism and rap to put out, but encourage it towards your own people. I guarantee you, if you let those rappers like Lil Uzi Vert and Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, Kanye West, Wale, the Amigos, all the just T.I., just start naming all the rappers going down the line. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, all of them, Tekashi, all of them. Just let them start rapping about killing white people on a regular basis. Let them start rapping the lyrics and change the narrative from killing black people and just change it over. Just change it to white people. Take the N word out of the song and put the word the white word people right there where the N word is, and watch how fast all of that stops. Watch how fast those people say, "Oh wait, no, we can't have that. No, no, that can't happen. We gotta change this. You can't rap about that, or we're not gonna put it out. We're not gonna put you rapping about killing white people out, pulling a Draco on white people, taking the chopper to a suburban community and spraying up a white family. We're not gonna have you talking about taking white people's daughters and taking white men's wives from them and sleeping with them. You're not gonna have you talking about that. No, no, we can't have that. I wonder why that people don't think, and you don't think or wonder as to why we only target our own people. You don't understand that they've scientifically caused you to turn against your own people, and then they create the environment where they make a volatile environment, give you guns, like Pac said, give them guns, step back and watch them kill each other. Anybody, any black rapper that's really on a positive message, like a serious message against their agenda, it's a rap. It's a rap for them. And it's real. That's what they've done. They made a situation volatile. Take your job, take your food, take your transportation, take your schools, take everything from them, and give them guns. Put a liquor store, put the liquor store on every corner. Put an abortion clinic every other block or two, every other neighborhood, every other black. Now I'm saying black neighborhoods, like projects. Not You're not gonna go and find a liquor store on every corner in a suburban neighborhood. I guarantee. I lived in suburban neighborhoods. I guarantee you will never find a liquor store on every corner. You will not find an abortion clinic wherever you want one at. It's all planned. It's all a big, huge agenda, and you still haven't found the issue yet. You still haven't learned why this is taking place. And it's simple as the nose on your face. It's not so much as because you're black or Puerto Rican or Mexican or Cuban or Indian. It's because of whose people. There's your answer. Simple as that. That's simple, right? That's like 1 + 1, ain't it? Simple. It's because of whose people you are, why this is happening to you. And if you would pick up your Bible, which they've turned everybody against, they've turned all our people against, which is our culture anyway. If you would pick it up, you know who you are. And you know why this is happening to you. It's simply because of whose people you are. A God as well. They just don't serve the same God that we serve. And they love to misconstrue things, and only one God. No, there are many gods. And believe me when I tell you, they serve a different God than we do, than my people and myself do. They serve a totally different God. And their God, the God that they serve, is the ruler of this world right now that we're in. So tell me something. If our God was the same as their God, I'm just throwing out simple questions. I'm not going to go into in-depth detail. If our God was the same as their God, wouldn't we have just as much or more stuff as they have? Wouldn't we be sharing in the billions and the trillions of dollars as they share? Wouldn't we be driving the fanciest, best cars? Wouldn't we be living in the biggest houses? Wouldn't we have the nicest yachts? Be able to fly on the best jets and airplanes and get on helicopters and whenever we get ready? Wouldn't we have it would be distributed equally, right? If our God was the same as their God, if we had the same God. That's a simple question, wouldn't it? Exactly. Now I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to show you how we serve a different God than they do, and why our situation is what it is. And I'm at another shop right now, at my boy's shop. The God they serve is Lucifer. The God that chose us as his people, Most High, is Ahia, whom we all know as God. We just used to call him God or our Lord. I'm talking about Ahia, the father of Christ. Okay? Our God is the all-powerful, almighty Ahia. The God they serve on this earth is Lucifer, the fallen one, the one who was thrown out of heaven and relegated to this earth. That's why the Most High said, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, because Lucifer has been cast down. And he is as a roaring lion, going to and fro, seeking whom he may devour. Okay? So they serve him. They're his people. Lucifer has people as well. Just like people like to say, oh, we're all children of God. Yeah, Lucifer has people. He is their God. And if you don't serve the Most High, then you serve him. So what happens? The reason we're in this situation, I'm going to give you part of the reason, because like I said, it's more in depth, but I'm going to give you the quick explanation because the video is already pretty long, and I want to make a video going from the beginning to the end, like I said. But the quick version is the reason we're being made to suffer like this and go through this is because Lucifer has been allowed by the Most High, our God, a time to rule over this earth, right? He's been allowed a season to rule, right? And that's the answer to your question right there. Why you suffer? If you were Lucifer's people, you wouldn't be suffering because he's the ruler of this world for this time. So you can look around and see you'll know who his people is by how successful they are, who own everything, who has control over everything, the banks, the school system, the hospitals, the mail, the television, the entertainment industry, every aspect of anything, they have control of it because of Lucifer. So you can look at those people and tell who they are. And you can look at the people who are God and know who are God's people as well, because you'll see that they're persecuted and oppressed in all the corners of the world. Not just America, not just in Europe, not just in Mexico, not just in Australia, Brazil, Colombia, Africa, Russia, China, anywhere in this world, you can find an oppressed people, the same version of people. Anywhere in this earth, you will find them, and they will be oppressed. They will be the lowest on the totem pole of the people. And that's how you will know that who God's people are, because Lucifer hates the Most High. So why would he bless the Most High's people with everything that he's given his people? And I'm not talking about these slaves that play sports, that get this money and think they're getting money, but they're really being deceived because they have gone into the worldly ways as well. They've gone into Lucifer's world. And it's all a mirage, because at the end of the day, at the end of their careers, most over 80% of them or 90% of them are broke with nothing after they've been sucked dry of all of their talents and sucked dry of all of their entertaining Lucifer's people. They're broke. So I'm not talking about these football players and basketball players, baseball players, boxers, soccer players, the black ones, or the Spanish, Mexicans, or whatever, Indian. I'm not talking about those people, because they're not rich anyway. They're not even allowed to give back to their people. Why is that? Why are they not allowed, with all the millions and multi-millions that they make? Why aren't they allowed to reach back and help their own people? You never thought about that? Like, we shouldn't be struggling, right? With all the talent, we're over 80 basketball players are played by. Basketball is played in the NBA is played by black players, right? Over 75% football in the NFL, football players are black. So why are they not allowed to go into the neighborhoods and literally give cash to people, or help their people out? Go buy houses for people, whatever. They're getting multi-million-dollar contracts. Literally, they make the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, or whatever, or the baseball, boxing. Our people make all this happen. So why aren't they allowed to give back to our people and say, we're going to get all our people out of poverty? They draw up in the contract. They draw up in the contract that they're not allowed to do it. Wonder why? I wonder why. Nobody ever thinks about that. You think, oh, they're just selfish. They don't want to help. They don't want to get us out of this. They're made not to do that. They have to go through, they have to jump through all kinds of hoops and pledge their allegiance to Satan, to Lucifer, to get where they are, to get where they want to get. They want to get high up in this mirage that they're being showed, this dream. So don't think that those people are rich. They may let one, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, them, that's nothing compared to the wealth that Lucifer's people have. And it's all ours anyway. You see what I'm saying? This is ours. We are the salt of the earth. Without us, there would be no need for this place to exist. Without us, there would be no need for the earth to even exist. The Most High allowed Lucifer a time to reign. He allowed him to keep 10% of his demons out here for the people that were going to follow in his way, follow the way of Lucifer and the way of the Gentiles, the heathen. Which, if you see, and I'm not going to even speak on that right now because that's the other part of the video. The long version I'm going to give you from the beginning till the end, all the way up until from the beginning of when the Most High created the heavens and the earth, all the way through to how we fell under this curse we're under. Lucifer was allowed time to rule, and all the way through to the when Yeshua Christ comes back, and we have peace, complete peace, no dying or anything for 1,000 years, when Lucifer is bound and thrown into the bottomless pit for 1,000 years, and when he's released again for an hour. I'm going to go all through that in my next video, the long version, all the way through till full power is relegated back to the Most High, and then the time of consecration is fulfilled, when Lucifer and all of the demons and everybody else that followed him will be thrown into the lake of fire, which is the second death. I'm going to go into all of that's going to be the long version. That's going to explain everything. This, I'm just trying to make people snap out of wondering why this is happening and thinking it's going to stop. Like thinking we're going to have a solution. No, this isn't going to stop, people, until Yeshua Christ comes back and puts a stop to it. Don't think this is just practice. They're just warming up, because you see, it never goes far with them. They never get in that much trouble. And the people, my people, we never do enough as a people. We'll protest and do all of that. No, that's not the solution to the issue. You have to figure out what the issue is first, why this is happening. Then, bam, you find a solution. And just cut and dry, quick explanation to what the solution is. The solution is we all, as a people, as my people, Mexicans, Indians, Cubans, Haitians, Jamaicans, all these so-called people, we have to all come back to our culture and all fall up under the order, the laws the statutes, the commandments of the Most High, Ahia, the solution. In the quick version, that's the solution. Go back to your culture. You don't know who you are. That's why people can be allowed to call you Negroes, niggas, bullets, African American, black, Afro American. That's why people can be allowed to do that over decades and change your nationality without you even questioning it. You just accept it because you don't know who you are. See? Nobody else's nationality changes. Why does yours? And why do you accept it? Because you don't know who you are. The Most High took all of that from you, took your memory of who you are from you because you disobeyed and you started going into the way of the heathen and following and serving their gods and worshiping their idols. So he took that away from us. He took our memory. He took our identity, placed this curse upon us. We're being chastised. We're being spanked by the Most High, and he's using the Gentiles as the belt. Simple. That's the simple thing. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go and shout at my boy real quick. I love my people, man. I love my people. And every time one gets killed, it just seems like it takes a part of me. It hurts me so bad. But I understand why it's happening. And I understand why it's gonna continue to happen. It's gonna get worse. Trust me when I tell you. I don't care how many videos people make complaining and crying. The real truth of the matter is, it's going to get worse. I'm telling you. That's just, they're practicing right now. They don't care about you going out there protesting and all that. They don't care about that. They know you're going to do that for a few days. Then you're going to go home and do the same thing. Get back in that pot of boiling water. And you go kill 20 of them, your people, and I'll kill 5 or 10 of them. And you come back out here and raise a little hell and go back home again and get back in your pot of boiling water. Get back in that water. Because you don't know the solution. You're confused. You don't know what to do. We got you. We done lied to y'all so much. Y'all don't know the truth. If y'all couldn't find the truth if it slapped you in the face. That's what they're saying to you. Lucifer is laughing. His demons are laughing. We better get to praying and crying out to the Most High for forgiveness. But I'm out of here, man. I love my people. I love my people. I love my people. This is my purpose. This is your purpose. We weren't put here to be football players, basketball players, entertaining these heathenistic Edomites, these heathens, these Gentiles, exploiting our talents, our God-given talents that the Most High blessed us with because we're the salt of the earth. They exploit it. They drain you dry. Cripple your temple all up. By the end of your career, you can't even think straight because you're on painkillers. You hurting so bad from being busted up and broken up, knees bad, ankles bad, shoulders bad, head, brain all whacked up because all these drugs you taking. Come on, man. Wake up. Wake up, people. Wake up. Get back to where we need to get back to, man, and let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road, man. I love my people. I'm out of here. I'm out. I love y'all.